Crafty friends, it's Sheree. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. My channel is Turquoise Dreaming, and I'm so glad you're here. I'm having some crafty fun today. We're going to make some large journaling cards. I just wanted to show you what I've been up to also. I'm done with making the pages now for the garden journals, but what I did was I showed you these papers I was using. They're like computer stationery. And there were 3 different ones here. Here is the front of them. This one, and has like a garden scene, a watering can, little kind of wheelie cart there. I'm gonna call it a wheelie cart. Little cart there little garden cart. Yeah, that's better. This one had the daisies, and this one had the pretty flowers. So what I did before I put them, I think I might have put 1 or 2 in one of the journals without dyeing them, but I did dye some of them, or I did dye some for the journals and put some of those in there too. So this one I dyed, this one is blue on the back. So I spritzed it with blue, and it kind of has that spritzed spray look, and it also has kind of a kind of splattered look too, with some of the bigger drops. So it comes out really nice and fun, and you have some color. So that one was the blue, the little garden one. Let's put those together. For some reason they were drying, and as they were drying I was picking them up, and so they got kind of mixed up. But this is the daisy, and on the back of the daisy I used green. So they all come out different, of course, just like coffee dyed paper. Everyone is different. So that was the daisy, and you see like some of this green came through, and I think that's really pretty when it comes through too. This one I must have done a lighter spray, and just a little bit came through right over here, down in here. But yeah, really pretty. They came out really pretty. I like a little bit of color on the back, and then this one here I did, of course, pink on the back. So there's one of those. Couple of those. So yeah, that was a lot of fun, and they dry when you spritz them. Like I just use a little spray bottle and spritz them like that. They dry really quick, so it's not like you have to wait 24 hours for them to dry. You just wait an hour or 2 to make sure they're fully dry, and then you're good to go. If you're working on a journal one day, and maybe so you're spending a whole, most of your day crafting, you can do it in one day. After they dry, you get them in there, cut them up, whatever you're doing. So I wanted to show you making some big journal cards. I already made one, and I'm going to show you that one in a second. But with each of these journals, the insides of the journals are coming with each one. So I want to show you how cool these are. First of all, I used six of the divider pages with the tabs in each journal. But look how many are left. So you're going to get like 1, 2, let me see, what's the total? 17 here. I don't know if there's 17. Is there really 17 in here? I don't know how many. 6, 7, yeah, there must be. So there's like tons of these divider pages, and I really like this green color for the garden, theme, green. What better color can you get? And then there's some pages with a full picture on them, like this. This is the prettiest picture of grass you ever saw, right? And then there's lots of pages with little pictures like this. So you can make lots of little ephemera and big journal cards, or whatever you want to do with these. Add them to the journal, whatever, So all of that will be coming with each journal. So you can have lots and lots of crafty fun with those pages and dividers if you want to. And I don't think I put any of the pages. I was going to put some pages in there, and I kind of ran out of room to put any of the pages from the actual book in, because I had so many other fun pages that I wanted to put in there, and so I just ran out of room. So here's the one I already made. This was in one of the journals, and this page was a little delicate, so I thought it was the perfect page to glue down. It was the first title page in one of them, and the previous owner had put these colorful little reinforcements on here. And I thought that was fun too. So I left it on there. I just left it all together. I glued it down, and it was a little tattered over in here. That's why I guess she put, I'm assuming it was a she put these colorful little reinforcements on there, because this, was the first page and it got probably the most wear. And a couple of the first few pages has these little reinforcements on there. And I just backed it onto some file folders, so it will be nice and sturdy, and it will go in. I'm gonna put them probably in that. What I wanted to put them in is the first pockets in the front cover and the back cover. I don't know. I'm gonna make 4, so I don't know if they'll all fit. That's why I was kind of hesitating. I don't know if they'll all fit in that first pocket, but I'm gonna get them all these 4 in there. And then whoever gets them, of course, can make as many as they want. But let's go ahead, and super simple, of course. But I picked out 4 more pages, full pages, and there's so many pretty pages in there. It was actually hard for me to even pick one, but I'll narrow it down to 4. I could just make a whole bunch of these, but I'm just making 4. So I'm just gluing these down. That's what we're going to do first. And I used, on the first one I did there, it didn't cause any problems, no bubbling, no, you can't see the glue through the pages or anything. But just some art glitter glue is what I'm using. So I think that Fabri-Tac might be too much for these pages, so if I didn't use our glitter glue, I would probably use a permanent bond, permanent glue stick, that type of thing. Or if you have another wet glue, just a real light coating like I'm doing here. Not too thick of, not too thick. Don't put it on too thick. So the rest of these pages weren't really tattered or anything, so we'll see how these come out. But as you can see, I'm not cutting the holes off or anything. I'm just leaving the holes. They won't fit this way in the file folder, so, and I gotta watch out. Well, I'm going to be covering that up, so I can put it on that edge if I want to. Yeah, that would be a good thing, just to cover that up. Good way to use. I could put it up in the corner though. Yeah, because I'm kind of saving my. I don't always save my manila folder scraps because I have so many manila folders, but a lot of times I do, because I like to just use my paper punches on them. And, like my tag paper punches, or you can run them through your Big Shot, and do some die cut tags or whatever you have that will, fit onto a scrap like this. This is the 2 I saved from the one I just already showed you that's done. So let's glue these all down, and let me see this one again. I don't see any glue under this one, but I see it a little bit on this one, and I wonder why, what the difference is. Like I just see the, back and forth stream. Let me kind of try to flatten it out a little bit. I want to tell you the absolute truth, so I'm seeing that stream, which I don't like. But I would still use it, because it's you have to hold it under the light, right, to see the stream. I don't know if you're able to see it on camera, but maybe you can, because I'm moving it around, so maybe you can see it. Anyway, we're going to let that dry and do these. I really didn't want to have to sew around these, so that's why another reason I wanted to use the art glitter glue. And it doesn't let you spread it out. It doesn't let you spread it out because it dries so fast. So this one I'm going to try a glue stick, since that one did that to me. The first one was fine. I did that off camera, experimenting, thinking let's see how this works. It worked fine, so I tried it on the second one, and now I can see the glue as far as the little back and forth. So I don't have any permanent bond glue right now, so I can glue this down with my regular glue, but then I'm going to have to sew around it. So let's do that. See how this one comes out. And I do like to sew on them anyway. That is a nice, you know, I have done that with the large journaling cards before too. So that always looks pretty. So this is just the way it was in the book with the holes, a little white piece over here. And it's a whole page of these flowers. So again, I'm going to put the glue on the page all over. I might have to do this in stages, we'll see, because the glue stick dries pretty quickly too. And I probably, yeah, let's go ahead. I got this part of the, I'm not going to use this part right here, so I want to put it right beside that and up to that top edge. This way it'll be nice and smooth. And I'll sew around it and come back and show you like during this video. So let's see, it's glued down to about, I just want, if I overlap the glue a little bit, that'll be all right. I just want to make sure there's glue on everything. And I wasn't prepared to use a glue stick, so I only have this one out here. But I have them all, you know, you guys know. If you watch my channel and watch my videos where I showed you my craft room, my glue pot, my little glue pot is right behind me where I keep all my glue in a little, kind of like a little middle pot that my sister-in-law gave me with the mushrooms on it. Yeah, all my glue sticks are in there right now. And if you like these kind of glue sticks, the best deal I found is, where do I get them? I think I get them at Walmart. Like I order them with my order. But you get a box of like a whole bunch. I don't know how many's in there, 32 or 25 or something. But it's the best deal, like for the price. It's the best deal. I mean, it's not very much. It's like $6 for like 32. You know, that's not the exact price, like $5.98 or $6.98 or something like that. For the whole box of, say, 32 or 25 or whatever's in that box, a lot of glue sticks. Because I know I get that deal, and I saw some, like, a package of 3 glue sticks, large glue sticks, you know, like these, but the real large ones, at the thrift store yesterday, I think it was. And I was like, oh, cool, glue sticks. And then it was a package that had never been opened. I was like, oh, man, I could get those. And I was like, wait a minute. They're $1.99. I get like 32 for $5.98 or whatever it is. Like really cheap. You know, I'm not going to pay $1.99 for 3, even though they're the big ones. How much does that equal out to? I don't know, but I figured my deal is better than that deal, so I didn't get them. See, so this needs to go right on the edge here. I'm going to go ahead and cut this one and the next one out, let them dry. Still let them dry while we're doing the other one, because I'm going to round the corners and then sew around these two with the, I guess I'll do these two with the glue stick. And we'll see how that one's drying. I don't know if the little lines will go away or not. We're gonna find out in a second here. This one's big enough to possibly make some little tags out of. And I might make a, you know, just make a bunch of little, I have done that before, so I have a bunch in my stash of little tags made of scraps like this. But I might send a bunch with this, or just some at least, and then, I don't know, if people want, if you want tags like that, let me know, and I'll put some in my eBay shop. Isn't that pretty? So I'm going to let it dry a little bit so that I can punch the corners and not have wet glue there, even though it's glue stick. I want to make sure I don't tear it or anything. So, of course, that one doesn't have any lines. Let's cut this one out, and then let's see, I'm still seeing lines. Yeah, I don't think those lines are going away. And I've got a little edge of a file folder here, so. But, I mean, this one is glued down. I don't have to sew around it if I don't want to. So I might not, I don't know. we'll we'll cut the corners and see. We'll round the corners and see what it looks like. See if I want to sew on it, or maybe we'll sew on this one. It looks like these look like poppies. I think these are poppies. This one here. I'll sew on this one and see, like, I might like it so much sewn, I might want to sew on this one anyway, you know. Once, you know how it is. Once you take that next step, then they all have to have that step because it looks so good. So, alright, so this is our third one. These go pretty quick. Alright, so there's that one with the glue lines. This is the glue stick one. And then we have this one that I did with the art glitter glue beforehand that didn't have any glue lines, which I find very strange. Why? Why did one have it? These are all the same thickness. Very strange. Okay, glue stick. No, I don't trust. I don't want to have any more lines. Okay, glue stick. We'll do this one the same way. That one came out very nice. The other day, where was I, at work or at home? I think I was actually at work, and I was like, using up a glue stick on my whatever craft I was working on my lunch break, and I actually dug out all this glue out of the glue stick. I was like, I am not throwing this glue away today. I'm tired of wasting all that glue, and I dug it all out of there. Used it on my project. Oh, look at that. Let's smear that around. Where did that come from? Oh, it came from the holes, I think. Okay. Now, let's line this up over here. Almost on the edge. I'm going to leave a little piece to cut off so it's nice and straight there. Okay, now, before that spot glues down, let's get this whole thing glued here. See, I put a lot of this on there. When I do use a glue stick, I use a lot of it. So I do go through the glue sticks. That's why, and when I do use them, because I put so much on here. Trying to get all the little spots. I know I'm shaking my table a little bit too. Alright, let's get that next part down. I thought this little scene here, this little backyard garden scene was so pretty. I love that little set of furniture and a little like coffee and Danish or something, whatever their tea and crumpets, I don't know. It just looks like such a nice little peaceful garden scene in the backyard. I just couldn't help myself but use that one for this journaling card. There's quite a few though like that. That's why I did have a hard time picking one out, and I was like, you know, Sheree, just pick one. Just pick one already. Alright, a little bit more here on the edge, looks like. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we got it all. I almost need to let that dry for a minute while I, before I cut it, since it's wet right there, like kind of wet with the glue. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see. These, I already rounded the corners on this first one, you know, I did before the video. So let's round the corners on these two that are dry now. And this is the one we used the glue stick on. I mean, it feels nice and tight. It would probably be fine, but, you know, I don't know that for sure, so I can't guarantee that, so I'm going to sew around it. Why is this kind of... I think it's curling up a little bit. Let's turn it over. I know it's not too thick for it. I don't think. Let me try another. That first one went in fine. Alright. maybe with the glue in there, it does make it kind of thick. I don't want to rip the paper, you know, by kind of jamming it in there, and then it kind of scrapes the paper off. That one's having the same problem. Maybe that, let's try this one. This one has art glitter glue. Maybe that glue stick makes it thicker. No, this one's having the same problem. Let me try this side again. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to. Let me try the other ones. Oh, it's fitting in this one. Okay. I always use this one. This is my favorite because it's the biggest kind of round. It's the roundiest round corner. But let's try this one if this one wants to work. On here, it doesn't matter. It's still a rounded corner. It's just a little bit smaller round. Yeah, we're not scraping the paper off. Okay. All right. Well, that one worked in that corner. Oh, the paper didn't come off there. It rounded the page, but not the underneath. Okay, there we go. That one. Now this one that we're having trouble with. Let's try this one again. Oh, it fits right in there. Weird. Don't know why. But it's leaving a little corner there. There we go, got it. Last corner on this one. Still working. See this corner? It's still a nice little rounded corner. Oh, that's the other one. That's the bigger one. This is the smaller one. Okay, now this one this one's dry now. See, the purple's all gone. That's one good thing about that glue. At least you know when it's dry, right? All right. Another nice scrap. See, I can make lots of little tags with these. I've done it all different ways. Cut them by hand, use a paper punch, just all different shapes and sizes, whatever sizes I can get out of these those little scraps like I just showed you. Not that one. That one's going in the trash. And this one too. All right. And now we round the corners. Yeah, it's nice and smooth. That glue might do good on these magazine, kind of like magazine pages, right? But I think they're a little thicker than your average magazine page. You know, they're more sturdy than a regular magazine page. That one worked. These feel dry, so they shouldn't. They're fitting right up in here, though. I don't know why that corner was having trouble. There's no, like, this holds the paper in there, but here's the corner, and there's no, maybe I do need to empty it, though. Maybe that has something to do with it. I'll have to empty it and see. See, that one doesn't fit. I'll have to empty it and see if that makes a difference. I'm not going to do it right now, though. I'll just use this one. But yeah, this paper punch holds all your little pieces in there, so they don't just drop out on your table or go everywhere. That's one of the many reasons I love that paper punch. Okay, I'm gonna go sew at least this one glue stick, this one glue stick, and we'll see how those look. And if those look like, you know, wonderful, which they probably will, maybe I'll do both of these too. If you do one, you gotta do them all. Okay, I'll be right back and I'll show you how they turned out. Okay, my friends, I have these large journal cards ready. They're done, ready to go into the journals. And I did sew all around all of them. Before I went to the sewing machine, I thought about, do I want light thread? Do I want colored thread? Do I want the thread that's in there? And I decided, you know, I looked at each one of these and decided that I have black thread in one of my sewing machines and I have light thread in the other one, so I could have gone either way. If you see my craft room tour, you know I have two sewing machines, and I say I use both of them, and I really do. But I went for the black because I just thought it would go better with these pages, no matter what color they were. So here's this one, and you can see on this one, this is the one with the glue stick lines, or not glue stick lines, the art glitter glue, and it left kind of lines. I think it's a beautiful journal card. I'm still going to put it in the journal. I did sew around it, even though it didn't need it. You can see over here where the little holes were. I just sewed right through the holes. I used number 17 stitch on my Brother Project Runway sewing machine. That is one of my favorite. There's a little thread here I'd like to cut off. Little thread sticking out from where I started or stopped or something. But yeah, that's one of my favorite stitches, and it does take extra thread because it's not just back and forth. It's like a zigzag stitch, but it's with zigzag stitch with a design. So it has a little kind of design in it, and it has several stitches in each up and down stitch, if you know what I mean. So it's a very pretty stitch, and here it is on this side, the little design, and then several stitches in each up and down movement of the sewing machine. So that's the stitch I use, number 17. Very, very pretty all the way around. So it's a dark thread. Yeah, so that's that one. Now this one was the first one I showed you that I did off video, and this one I also did with art glitter glue, but it didn't leave lines. Don't know why. They're both different. And a little colored. I think those are so cute. And here's the back. So nice big writing area. Here's this little backyard garden scene. So pretty. Got all types of different, lots of geraniums. And these look like possibly petunias. Not sure. Very pretty brick courtyard there. And that one. So these two, this one and that one I didn't have to sew around, but I did anyway. These two I used the glue stick on, and I sewed around these just like, I don't know if it would have ever come loose or not, but we're not going to find out because not only did I put a good coating of glue stick on there, I sewed around both of these two. So they all turned out really pretty. So they're ready to go into the journals. There's another little thread here. Let's see how they fit in the journal real quick. So I made 4, one for the back cover and one for the front cover pocket. Let's get them over here. Let's get them over here. I got one here and one here. Let's see how they fit. So I know I tried one. Let's see how this pocket looks. Yeah, this one has a smaller pocket, but I tried it in this one already, and it fit. So let's see. These, I'm trying to keep track of what stack of I have the original pages, and these two came from one. So I'm trying to keep these together because then the other book will have these pages in it, or it should have these pages in it, and then this one came from the other book. So then the other opposite book, will have these in it. So I'm not mixing up the pages. Is what I'm trying not to do, but you never know in the end what will happen. I could confuse them. Okay, let's see how this fits in here. See, I just wanted a nice big journaling card in here. And there we go. Now that is the title page, and it has the date, copyright date on it. And this is the one that was a little tattered over here, but it's all glued down and sewn, so there we go. It fits in there. That's exactly what I wanted. Wanted it to fill up that space. Here's the extra ephemera that I haven't put in here yet. I've got more over there that I haven't put on. I haven't sorted out yet. And this one will go in here. Very nice. All right. And then the other ones. Let's see how they go. Perfecto. Extra ephemera. And this one. That's exactly what I wanted. Worked out very well, didn't it? So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the large journaling cards. I still might make a few more, but I don't know. We'll see. I got to get all this ephemera in here, and then I think I kind of might have to stop making ephemera because I really wanted to go through my vintage ephemera too, like playing cards and stuff like that. I haven't even gone through that, and you know, use up some scraps. So we'll see. I might make ephemera using up scraps is what I might do, and try to use some of that, put some of that ephemera in here. So thanks for watching today. Stay tuned for whatever comes next, and I'll see you then. Have a great day.